Alright, welcome back everyone. We're here at Hogwarts Legacy Day 2. Today we're alone. There's no Brittany today. So it's just gonna be me streaming for a bit. We're trying some things new. We're gonna be streaming in other places. We're gonna be trying to see how far we can go. If you remember, last time the game crashed. That's what we ended the stream. The game crashed, so we just ended up somewhere. Let's see where the game will put us. That's what I want to find out. So far this game, ooh, nice. So far this game has been pretty good. Let's see what else we can do in this game. Oh, interesting. Let me hear. Because I was gonna do something else and then it stopped me. Let me re-equip this. Oh, I was gonna go to Hogsmeade to sell those things, that's true. Hogsmeade. Actually, we did sell the stuff, and then the game was like, no, you did not sell them. Because somebody called me. Let's see if we can get there before she calls me.
As soon as possible. I would like to talk
Oh, she's doing it right now. She's doing it right now. Please, 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 please. Okay, cool.
What can I do for you today?
Nope. He's doing the same thing. Where does she want me to go? World map. This map is huge. It's stuck. Hold up. Let's see if this works. Disconnect, connect. Ah, that worked.
Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished.
Okay.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Oh, this is so slow. There we go. No gear. There's a new thing that I can wear. Yep. I'm not gonna be showing that off. I want the dark one.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you. Then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay. Quest. Expelliarmus. Let's go for Expelliarmus. Actually, let's go here. So that way we can do that thing. Stop. There we go. Sorry. Alright. We need to fight.
Future champion coming through.
Ooh, that's me. There we go.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Absolutely.
I certainly am.
Why not?
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Oh no.
Yes,
Natty.
Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Is that 4? Oh boy. Breakthrough shields with like incendio. Okay. Okay.
Come on.
Act like a winner. Find the one.
Incendio.
You're better than that.
Potato.
There goes my ranger.
Let's try a winner.
Potato. Incendio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso.
Arresto moment.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Oh my god, just burned him alive.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Did this girl died immediately or no?
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
Let's go. You know, I'm just getting started.
That was nothing.
I have to be the
I'm just getting
cockiest of them all since I'm a
If the
Slytherin.
best duelists in the school weren't enough for competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now,
Ooh.
to the victor goes the prize!
Give me that money.
And so it
Or
is
whatever.
my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that
Ooh.
we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Nice. Yeah, that's another quest though. Did I manage to do? Okay. I didn't send you one, that's good. Let's do... Yeah. Let's go to potions class. Fast travel in this game, clutch.
What are you up to now?
Oh, what do you mean? I just got here. Oh, the other way. It's a very nice game. The school, the way it looks, it's great. I love it. For someone who has played shit Harry Potter games, this is a great game. Look at this place. It's like, I bet it's how it actually is in Hogwarts, you know?
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Ooh, that's my professor? She's young!
Morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh,
A young professor!
please, for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Oh, this is like those girls that will speak to trees.
We do look forward to growing
Yeah.
together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology
Oh, interesting.
is knowledge. The
Knowledge.
prudent herbologist is no more
Knowledge.
afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
It's damn mandrakes.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh. This game is just randomly gives you quick time events. Huh. How can she hear us, you know? How can we hear her? She almost killed half the class.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Oh, of course. What can that
I'm very
what
sorry about
can that
that.
spell not do, you know?
Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Oh? Are you gonna give me more work? I won't be surprised.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Not grass.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I nearly went deaf,
I'll
ma'am.
say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned...
Can I just have one
next
like
we'll
in
be
my
planting
pocket so every time
dittany.
something happens just
Let us find you
woo!
some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the
Oh,
classroom.
of course.
Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
I like her voice.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy. Or
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital
Dittany.
ingredient in the Wigan.
The leaves of this medicine herb
As
are
you
used
also
to
know from
wingle
Professor
potions,
Sharp's
divinity.
class.
Seeds can be purchased at the Magic Neep. Okay. Interesting. Then we just wait.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora.
Stop it.
The Chinese chomping cabbage.
The
You'll
what?
find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do.
What are you going to
bite.
jumping? Who
Hello.
are you?
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Are you following
Excuse
me or
me.
I'm following you?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good.
I
Thinks
guess
he's
following me.
really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well,
He doesn't
Thank
like
you.
Sebastian, I guess.
I nearly put Sebastian. Here we are.
Okay.
Home of the Chinese chomping. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
What? Oh, it's a whole different menu. I haven't seen this one yet. Oh
Look at that.
my god.
Don't mention they can get their mouths on. Mum
That's
planted some in
terrifying.
the garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils intact.
Oh, you can have a mandrake. Oh. Invisibility potion. Interesting. Focus potion, maxima potion, venomous tentacula. Sounds like a Pokemon.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they?
Sure.
My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs.
I know why he's into
The kind
that.
of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Huh. Oh,
trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
damn, I'm fucking dark.
Of course, you're not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
That's it? That's the class? Alright. Ah, that's easy enough. Wait. That way. Professor, we killed a dummy!
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
Oh,
Terribly
okay.
sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Honestly, I don't care about plants.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Right, there we go.
Me my
Alright, what do we need to do now? Open those quests. I could go and see this girl. Oh, the dark spells. You know? Let's do this. Let's do the dark thing. This fast travel is so good. It's the best thing they added. For sure. It's completely worth it. Oh, it's just stuck with him?
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Sure.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all... If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Okay. Easy.
Excellent form.
Is that it? Oh.
Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Oh my god, I gotta roll everything. Oops. Okay, hold on.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
That's a very long combo. That's probably a full health.
Nicely
Like a
done.
full bar.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It's just a dummy,
It was
come
only
on.
a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know.
Mm.
Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
I guess that was it. Potions class.
Off on another adventure, are we?
You know it. Bye. I know that was a fire closer, this one. Beep. Okay. Moving on. Oh, there's one right
The
here.
auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor, I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most
is this
challenging
guy?
and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
Okay.
You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Okay.
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might
Gives you
come
health?
in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class
Is
is
it
completed,
drunk?
each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Man, it's that professor that is like, do this, and then just go to his desk and forgets about you for the whole
Use a
class.
strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please
Okay.
be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Boop. Boop. There we go. Ah, yes, the new student. How you doing?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Oh, wow.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And
It's the
from what I
basic
hear
one.
of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year.
Rebellion.
After the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I
Okay.
hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission
Gareth
to enter his office?
Weasley. You heard correctly,
He did say
sir.
that. He wants
Get out of
me
my
to
way.
get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary
Oh,
opportunity.
okay.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Sure.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're
Bingo.
as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll
Sure.
get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I
If it's not valuable, why don't you have one? What do I need? Well, let's get that feather first.
Revelio.
Ah, there we go.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss
There you go,
McDowell.
sir.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Concussion. Oh. Where's mine? There we go.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? Wrong
Idris.
answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Oh man, 30 seconds, huh? Can I just leave?
And
Oh yeah.
now we add the mallow sweet, and that's
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
It's gonna explode, isn't
Wait,
it?
it's not supposed to. Ah!
Yep, spark, indeed.
Dragon done. What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Reyes.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Knew it. Yes, Professor.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Yeah, that's the name of the stream. I don't know what you mean, Professor. Fine.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today in your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potion
Wait, so the
master
expectations
quite
you
yet.
need for this, Professor?
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Says who?
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Classes.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Revelio.
It's giving me like a ching. There it is. Oh, there we go. Sharp's Aurora badge. Auroras comprise the Ministry of Medical Law Enforcement and protect Wizarding World, Wizarding World from all sorts of threats, particularly those possessed by dark magic. This Aurora badge belongs to Professor Sharp.
Revelio.
Alright,
Ugh, my robes are going to be used from down.
let's get the assignments out. Oh, she's like in the other world, isn't she? Yeah. Yeah, let's just walk it.
That's the last time I ever.
It's a relief to finally.
Oh, it's a thing right there.
That portrait was empty.
Hey,
I shall get in trouble for this.
what happened?
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way.
I didn't ask her
And
what your
I'm
name was,
afraid
yeah.
everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation. Because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Interesting. That's actually pretty cool.
Brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There
Not
are
the
only
parents.
5. She won't be suspicious
Only
of a
5.
new student looking around.
Fine.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary.
Ooh,
I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands.
good to see that
If you
one.
could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Sure, girl. Alright. It's right here. Might as well do it.
I'm going to have to use Accio. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Accio.
There's one up there.
Revelio.
I guess that's for later. Oh, there's one right there.
Accio.
Perfect.
This must be Cressida's diary.
Ooh!
I'd want this back too if I were her.
Today was a good day. That is until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concussion he was creating all over my perfect stew lacewing flies. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He's such a menace. Thinks he knows everything there's to know about potions. Always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if it wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. I brought smokies again tonight for dinner. I'm becoming more partial to them now, although I still prefer
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Yeah, that's true. Facts. Can I get it? Where's the last one? There it is. Nice.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
I think there's a fire here. Yep. Cool. Hey girl, I found your books. Here we go.
Hello, Cressida. I collect.
I like the name
books,
Cressida.
including your diary.
Oh,
Cressida.
what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
What an asshole I can be. Perhaps a reward to keep a diary secret. Yeah, let's see.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I'm a Slytherin, ma'am. I'm only
I wouldn't
joking.
do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Latin.
Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Alright, where do we need to go? Alright, for realsies now. Let's do the actual quest. It's me, Natty. Oh! Are you okay, ma'am? Are you practicing your Levioso? Oh! There she goes! Okay. Bye! Is she here?
If I had to pick one topic,
Oh, she left. She's gone.
Revelio.
Broken broom. This broken broom belonged to Celine Warnaby. Yeah, Warnaby, and is rumored to be all that remains after she insisted on demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm to fellow third years. No one knows if she succeeded. That's dark. Here we go. I hope I get to fly soon. That'll be fun. Nah, I'm running at this. I'm running, dude. Full sprint ahead. Oh, fire. Peace classroom. I just want to get to all the classes real quick. I can actually do more stuff. Can I get attacked by random things? I hope so. That'll be cool. It's like Skyrim, yeah. Exactly like Skyrim. Oh. Hello, Brittany. Thank you for joining. I hope... Oh my god, there was a fire here all this time. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy your lunch. It's Hagrid. You know, out of everything, I think that water looks... is the thing that looks meh.
Revelio.
Get in here. Just steal from Hagrid. Groundskeeper's tool. One might surmise that this set of tools could be enchanted to create all sort of furnishing a cozy hut, as large as the company may need. Oh, that's true. This is not Hagrid's. Hagrid doesn't exist yet. Well, man, PS1 Hagrid's. That's the one that I want to see.
Investigate.
Oh, investigate one, man. What is this? I'm guessing I can't do anything in there. Let's just go where I need to go. You don't look from like anywhere here. You look like you got lost in the wrong game. Fire.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, good to see you too, man.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks.
Yeah.
I've been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
And instead of talking to me, you just decided
why were they looking for
to make me walk half the world.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony.
The game is not free, sadly. It's this is the one that is the new one that just released on the consoles and PC.
It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't.
You know, Brittany, now that I say it, I haven't used my dark magic since we had
And
it.
I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone
The game
has
is not free,
been
but it's
talking
really
about
good.
you defending Hogsmeade
It's really
from
fun.
that troll attack. And I shall
I
never
hope
forget
we
what
get
you
out of the
Serona
the
stand up to
tutorial
Rookwood and
in this
Harlow
part
the Three
because
Broomsticks.
and I'll be playing
Both of you have
for
inspired me
almost
to
5
take a
hours.
stand of my own.
But we're still like learning classes, and I don't have my
Rookwood and
broom.
Harlow
Like I
are
just
the
want to have
reason my
everything
mother and I left
available.
Matabili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
But to hear that, let's go.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has
What,
it
you gonna
that
stop at you?
Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning.
Oh,
I
poaching.
was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
We're
I am going to
students.
watch and
Let the
listen
police
and
handle
find out
that.
Precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Why did you ask me to come all the way on here to tell me that information? You literally sent me a voicemail with this. Oh, oh.
Dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Honestly, you haven't missed much. The only thing that you missed was me beating 4 guys. That's it. Like we did another like spell thing, and then we did
Not to stray far from home, especially when
we
I'm
did
inside your little sister.
potions class, which was just potions class, and then we did the other one, the one with the plants.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
Trying to defend yourself or deal some damage. So you really haven't missed much, Brit. Oh, and I helped someone with some books.
Is
Took me like
everything
5
all right?
seconds.
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't.
Yeah, I'm really
join
hoping
him.
to like
Well, I too would
really
like to see goblins
strive to story on this one, on this lap part. Trying to like.
Not the answer.
I enjoyed it
When I said
yesterday.
as much,
We're
they
taking it nice and easy.
turned on
I'm gonna try to
Struck me
like
till I
do
nearly
more.
passed out. Took my
I'm guessing
cards,
there's
my
less
belongings,
cutscenes today.
Even that which is most precious.
I may be
to
wrong.
me, my paintings.
It's a lot of dialogue. Sure, I'll go.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve
For
them.
you?
I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however.
Oh,
Slim
smart.
though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
That's far. Oh my god, that's so far. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're doing that one.
Revelio.
Oh, interesting.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
They must have come this way.
Oh, it's another story over there. Before you two talk, hold up.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Grace Pinch Smedley.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley.
I like that
of
name.
the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I
Sure.
was hoping someone would come along soon.
You know it's bad news when
about
somebody
to
introduces
defy my
himself
father's
part of
wishes
the
and
whatever
would
family.
Never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Yeah, that wasn't like too appealing to me, huh?
I'm afraid I'm not keen on mucking about at the bottom of lakes.
Oh, please don't say no just yet. Perhaps if you understood my plight, you'd change your mind.
Go ahead.
What precisely do you need to retrieve and why?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother.
Okay.
They never returned.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured
sending me.
family
Got it.
astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Well, no, he's gonna. Okay. I guess. Yeah, who's your family?
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
I'm not from
That's
this
like
part.
asking why the sky is blue or grass is
Oh my
green.
god.
The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
I'm gonna step away from this conversation.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may
That doesn't
discover
matter to
much
me.
more
Oh,
than
I'm gonna
that
have the
for
grace
me.
of the Pinch Smedley,
Anything else
that
you found
family or whatever it
beyond
is.
yours? I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock.
What's over there?
It would be wonderful
In the
to
lagoon.
have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
What's in the lake?
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It
Yeah,
would
good luck
mean
with that.
so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
They must have come this way. Think!
That's what happened here.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rook
Yeah, she-
a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the
Oi!
Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Oi!
Student, you can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Oh, with my super one.
There you are.
Alright, attack me.
Kill you for this when I get down to Now, this has become personal.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, I need him to attack me. I need him to attack me, ma'am, please. Ma'am, please. Leave the man alone. Sir, ma'am. Ma'am, please.
You can't keep me here.
I need him to attack me.
Not fond of this.
Oh my god. Stop, man. I know you're trying to help. I need your help.
Put me right. Stop that. Stop it, you stupid fool.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it, ma'am. Oh my god, okay. Bye. Oh, whoops. Oh, there's more.
Light go out of your eyes.
Ooh, look at her. No, Brittany, we did not learn any new spells. The dark arts things was not what I expected. It's like that wasn't the quest for the dark arts, not yet.
I see you. We take her up top.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Accio.
Nice try.
You haven't got a front.
Attack me. Attack me, please.
Put me down right now.
Fine. Oh, it's at her, by the way. That girl is that was a girl.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
What happened? What happened here?
You're right.
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Sure, let's
You're
go.
a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service.
Historian and archaeologist specializing
in Merlin's work and life.
Ooh.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures.
I knew that, but I somehow also forgot about it.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Ooh,
No
yes.
one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But
Oh,
I believe
cool.
I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted.
Rudely interrupted.
You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors?
They
We
really
can
took
see
this
what
long
comes of our
to come up
little
with that. Like,
hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
what?
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone
Is it this?
swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now? Leviosa!
This is uncharted
Oh.
territory.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
Yep.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Complete Merlin trials. Huh.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
Cool.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio.
No? Okay.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions.
More
How
questions.
does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require
Oh yeah, this is like very
which you can find in
Scarlet.
Hogsmeade, should you need
Did you
more.
mean I got evil?
I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And
Yeah, I hope
do
we get
be
more
careful
interesting
out here.
now.
Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Good for you, ma'am. Good for you. Oh, there's an enemy right here. What? Oh, did I completed that? Please tell me I did. I'm missing one. Yeah, I'll do this one then.
Greetings, young Slytherin.
Oh.
Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you
What is that
help
thing?
Scrope get to the courtyard past the nest. If you don't know it, you'll see. And don't tell anyone what you're up to.
Leviosa!
Ew. They're just huge frogs. Reminds me of the ones in Star Wars. Ow! It just straight up just hit me. Oh. De Jesus, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow.
Incendio!
There we go. Defeat dogbots. What tongue? Ugh. Just cut. Ugh. Goblin camp. Let's save those goblins. Hey, it's him again. Dude, he doesn't look like he belongs in this game. Oh, more enemies. It doesn't matter if I find them or not. Like this enemy, I don't get experience for combat, do I? Remember? Oh, they're spiders.
Incendio.
Ooh, damage. But I'm guessing they are research. Oh yeah, that's powerful. Oh shit.
I should warn you. Accio. Incendio. My colleagues have
What was that? What did you say?
Incendio. Stupefy.
Oh.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? That
Are you
was a
okay, sir?
mistake, my friend.
Not Lumos.
Incendio.
Oh shit. Okay.
Stupefy. Incendio. Levioso. Lumos. Stupefy.
Stupefy.
Accio.
Accio. Fire. Boop. There we go. Good job. Hey, what's up? Wait. Oh, it's a bad guy. Interesting. Alright, let's go to that camp.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time. Revelio. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Accio.
Hail. Oh shit. Oh, that's a big one. Maybe I should not be here. Oh, they're level 11. I just noticed that.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Oh, there we go. Woo! Give me those things. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Brittany. Hope it's a good one. Oh, wait.
Revelio. And where did I sell my scraps? Was it lower or upper Hogsfield?
Oh, never get.
Oh, that's easy.
The beast. Revelio.
Were they just there? Okay. I forgot that you have this stealth.
Quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
An encampment. This must be it.
Not quiet enough.
It isn't Nora Treadwell's precious.
Bye.
I won't rest until
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Ooh. It's like a camp. Oh, it is. Okay. Revelio. I wanna go from, I'm guessing, the back.
See myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
65% on my phone already. You know, this was a bad idea going all around.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Oh, oh. Can I really not? Still.
Oh, this day has gone on too long.
Oh wait, I can distract them, right? With the pew. Yep. There we go. Go that way. Go that way. Come behind. Stupefy. Over there. No, over here. Over there.
What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
It's no doubt. Revelio.
Okay.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Oh, really confident, aren't you? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay.
Such arrogance.
Accio. Incendio.
Oh my god.
I will
If you are there.
one less human to worry about. Who do you think you are?
Oh, there's more now.
Get a bastard. How childish.
Accio. Incendio.
I'm hungry.
Stupid.
No! I will make you pay.
Accio.
Come here.
I've been fighting since
An intruder!
Ow.
If only Ranrock were here to see them!
Levioso.
not quick enough.
Fuck off.
You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that. You what an unfortunate disappointment.
Come here.
When are you going to give up?
Ow.
You won't get it.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Pew. There we go.
That was quite something. Now, to free arms cards. Accio. Revelio.
Oh.
Levioso.
Cool.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Cool. Let me do this then. Since I'm right here.
Revelio. Incendio.
Oh.
Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Oh. I know I like to press A. instead of X.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
That's pretty cool. What are these?
Levioso.
Oh wait.
Accio.
Yep. Is there more?
Incendio. Levioso.
This was me another one. I don't know, a patch or something. Yep.
Accio.
There we go. And then ooh, purple.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, this man got some strength. Where's the other? Oh, there it is.
Revelio.
Now, where are the balls? That's the question.
Levioso. Incendio.
Oh, no, half of it will be in there.
Revelio.
Oh man. Should be nearby them. It's not in there. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I think I know who this is. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by.
Revelio. Accio.
I'm pretty sure they're in there.
Levioso. Accio.
Why else will let me get this?
Incendio.
Oh, wait. I got an idea. Probably will not work, but I got an idea. Come on. Come on, get your breath. Hold up. Come on. It's gonna be so bad. Okay.
Revelio.
I was thinking, hold up, let me bring it this way again. Come this way. Come on. Come on. Let's see if it works. Oh, I broke the wall, I guess. Didn't know I could do that. You know what I'm going for. That doesn't work? I really thought it would. Bring it all the way up. And then gravity. You know, I guess that's not the answer. Alright, stay here. Stay here. I'll come back for you later.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Hey man, did you get your carriage back?
If you're here for my wares...
On, I have good news. Your carts are on the way
Oh, they're
back.
on the way.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
There's
I'm
no
glad you're
trouble.
all right.
It was me.
Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me.
Have I now?
I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
That sounds excessive. That's such a dick answer.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
You gotta give me money. I got something now. Let's see what we got here. Gear. Plus 25! Wow, that's a lot. Oh, I got a couple handles. Ooh. I kinda like that one. Gonna go with that one for a little bit. Then we got a new neckwear. 21. Oh my god, 21 off 23. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't want to see any though. Then a purple one. 22. That is quite the upgrade for everything. I keep the dark one because it looks good. Oh, I need to sell stuff. The outpost. Okay. Quest, what do we got? Oh, we can go back to Professor to get our Expelliarmus spell.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello. I'm Jalal Semi. And
I
this
didn't
is
ask
my
your name.
posting card. I can answer any
Every time
questions
they're
you
like,
have about
I'm
the
this
town.
person. I didn't ask.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with?
That guy just evaporated in the back. What I don't need. Yep.
I'll have no trouble selling
Yep.
this. Thank you.
Yep. Not my hat.
Ah, yes.
Cool.
A wonderful choice.
School. Hogwarts. Wait. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. There's also a side quest right there. Good. 2 for 1.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Professor, I'm here. Can you teach me Expelliarmus? Why is everybody here? Ooh. Okay. I'm sure that's 1 follower away in Twitch to get to or go off today. What the fuck is on my head? Yes. Oh shit. I just won. Oh, Professor! Oh,
I hope you were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent
I can.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention.
Expelliarmus.
The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Ooh, it's red. Because, oh yeah, offensive.
Good work. The dummy is here.
Rebellion.
To stay in practice.
Oh, she said it yesterday. Let's do the spell. Yeah.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick. But keep very accurate.
Good. Okay. Next quest. I'm not doing that one. Wow, level 5 required. I'm level 12. Oh, it's a side quest right here.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
Sure. What do you need?
You wanted to speak
What
with
do you
me?
need, quite simply?
Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course.
Of course.
Confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need.
Oh, cool.
You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class.
Boggarts?
And, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
A what? A what?
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose.
Ew.
Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
That's kind of funny.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there.
I like
It's
Professor
supposedly
Garlic.
so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Sure. I'll help
Very
them.
well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Forever in debt, you say?
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, let's find out.
Professor, it's a relief to finally have an answer.
Alright, just like run across the school halfway to the school with the one out and everything. Oh, is it outside? It sure is. How outside? You know, let's do it. Whatever, I'm right here. It shouldn't be that difficult to get whatever he's asking. What are they playing? You suck. Oh, they're the brooms! That's gonna be me soon. That's gonna be me soon. Sunday. Whoa. Whoa. Yo, that's cool. Yo, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, I almost had them all.
Revelio.
Oh. Glumblebees. Glumblebees are magical flying insects that produce a trickle, which will cause melancholy. I'm done. I cannot read for my life.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
They sure are. Oh, they sure are. Let me...
Incendio.
Oh, it's a whole new map. Interesting. Will you take me inside the cat? Ooh, never mind. Wow.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
Wow, this is a place, that's for sure.
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Fuck.
Lumos.
Get out of my way. Repeat with me. Lumos Solem. And there's a lot of Devil's Snare.
Levioso.
Oh, would it be Reparo?
Reparo.
No.
Lumos.
Oh, just hit it, okay.
Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Wait, wouldn't the thing change? Oops. Wouldn't the thing change because I'm here?
Lumos.
That's the way out. I don't want the way out yet. Nope.
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio.
There we go.
Lumos. 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 Revelio. Lumos.
Alright.
Incendio. Lumos.
Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, that was an easy thing. Then we can fast travel to him, give it to him, and then we can go to that. Ooh, we're here. Oh, is my plant ready? It is. Cute. Alright. I always select the highest one.
Have you
There we
found
go.
anything to prove my
Yeah,
claim?
yeah, here you go.
Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Now that I think about it, Puffskein Dunkeen, I think I shall keep this. You need to overcome your cowardice.
You can't be serious. This is awful. I don't know what to do now.
You learned your lesson from this? Now here you go.
Only teasing. We had an arrangement.
Ah,
I love that it gives me the opportunity to like, are you sure you wanna double down on the darkness?
When I show everyone in the common room tonight, this'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and
No,
have
it was a
good
good
day.
good nickname. I don't know what you're
I
talking
know
about.
I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Well, too bad. Alright, let's go. Ready to go? The south wing. There we go. Back at it. Alright. Mysterious note. Scrub notes about that book you found. Is it missing something? Scrub does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scrub has left another note. Across the bridge, among the circle of rocks. Take care, tell no one about this. Oh, I know what this is actually.
Who is Scrope?
Whew.
Revelio.
Oh, there it is.
Accio.
Nope, not that.
Levioso.
Oh, it's another one of those.
Incendio.
Yeah, there's a way of breaking this. There's no way.
Accio.
No.
Revelio.
Come on, dude. Oh, I guess. Okay, never mind.
Accio.
There we go. And then wait for it to drop. Oh, I guess I can climb it. Almost there. Half of the pumpkins just down the stone circle. Look inside of one of them. You may be able to help poor broken heart scrope.
Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place.
Hagrid's. I mean, what?
Revelio.
Hey, oh, that's so cute. Oh, he's wearing even a robe. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks. Oh, where I was supposed to go there.
Edge. This had better not be a trick.
Yeah, I'll do it. That. I mean, what? Oh shit. Is there fall damage in this game? Is one of Merlin's things? Looks like it. Alright, Scrope, I'm here.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Are you gonna be my house elf? Well, my elf,
The name's
period.
Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Oh,
Undermining the headmaster and getting something in return. Continue.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine the headmaster. In fact, Scrope wants to surprise him. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
Okay.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
Of course, you're never gonna come with me.
The ring.
That's very loud.
Revelio.
Oh, what's that? Oh my god. Oh, he's level 13. Oh my god. Good thing that one shots pretty much anything. Ow. Oh, I was stuck. Okay.
Incendio.
No, me almost dying.
Incendio.
Wow. You haven't collected what? Oh shit. Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that they would give me stuff. Oh my god. There's so many things that I didn't have. We'll go to that gear right now. Slightly better. So where can I find these things? All right. Hey, Chavera, you here? Oh, now it's given to me. Okay, hold up. Is there? It's saying updated, but I don't know what that means. So, wee. Wow, I swim like in real life.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
A piece of toast. Huh. You know, smart. Who's gonna bring a piece of toast down here?
Revelio.
Could it be? A visitor?
Oh. Oh boy. Ew.
Oh. Ooh. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
Hey, can I have those?
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest?
Yeah.
And I'll show you where to find the pages.
Sure. I want to know how you did it.
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Alright.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind
God.
the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Lumos.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Where do you want me to go? Oh, I need to go back to the elf to tell him. Probably. Come on, dude. I know you can swim. Not much, but you can. Oh my god. Okay. Screw up, I found not the pages. Sorry, not the ring.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Yep. Scrope's last hope. Level 13.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Levioso!
Oh.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
All right. This is far. Oh, it sure is. Oh my god, the Forbidden Forest. Look at this. It's all of this. So far. Like, it's so much.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, I saw these plants. I was like, what's that sound?
Incendio.
Dangerous Ministry of Magic.
Revelio. Incendio.
Miss.
Protego. Incendio. Incendio.
There we go.
Protego. Incendio.
There we go. You know, I did get experience from that. I got 50 points.
Revelio.
Ooh, hold up.
Protego.
Nope. There we go.
Revelio.
Perhaps I'll scout around Felcroft for something to poach.
Oh, come on. Poacher Animagus. Ooh.
I found a Dirical den near one of the hamlets.
What are you
Some galleons
doing?
Of that little find.
Revelio.
So better not be a trick.
Revelio.
Is that you, Roylance?
You're the little son.
Accio.
Boom.
Revelio.
Yes, but only muggles fall to such ailments. You really do worry too much.
Revelio.
There's a wolf there. His glitch.
Stop right there.
Ow. Woo! Get out of here. Let me see. We went to Ridney, welcome back. You didn't miss much again. We went to a grotto trying to find a ring for Black, but also the missing pages of the book of yesterday that we give the professor. They were not there. Now we're gonna meet a ghost in the Forbidden Forest so he can take us to those pages because he was the one who had them 100 years ago. So yeah, here we go. Oh, now I'm wearing a hat too.
I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise.
You know,
Keep
fair
your
enough.
eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
Oh, sorry.
Been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes.
Revelio.
You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it.
Why?
Simply
It doesn't
stick to the
matter
path
if
and
you
keep
know
a
or
sharp
not.
eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
He's already dead. Like, it's like...
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Revelio.
Alright. Nothing bad just yet. Oh.
Something oddly solemn about this place.
Beautiful.
Such regal creatures, stags.
I wonder what killed Jack.
There it is. Just as Jackdaw described.
Yeah.
Intramuros.
Whisper. Whisper. Ooh.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renron
Oh, boy.
knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Are these the Cruciado spells? Yeah. The Forbidden spell, sorry. Unforgivable curses, I'm sorry. Kills an enemy instantly, oh my god. Okay.
Get away! Back to the bench. You won't get away with that.
Hay un incendio. There we go. There we go.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Jackdaw's tomb.
I wonder how big this place is.
Ooh.
Accio. Revelio.
Yeah, there it is. Money. I thought it was gonna be a water thing, like water creature.
That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. Revelio.
Oh, spiders, okay. Yeah, I can find a couple
I wonder
spiders.
if any of my spells will help me through this.
Come on.
Revelio. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
There we go. Nothing here.
Revelio.
That's a chest, I want it.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Oh god.
Potato. Stupefy. Levioso. Incendio.
Ow. Ah. There we go. Let's see let's see if it was worth it. It was a big one too. Sienna's bloom scarf. Let's see. Ooh, legendary. Alright. Let's get out of here. Continue the tomb.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Stupefy. Expelliarmus.
Oh, what's that?
platform ought to be able to float straight to me. Accio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Incendio! Stupefy!
There we go.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio! Revelio! Accio!
Alright.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But
Outfit. Let's see. Ooh. No, adventurer.
help myself to this.
There was something in the water earlier.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
How do you know that if we make it so far?
Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
There we go. Ooh.
Remarkable. Accio.
Oh.
Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Accio! It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Come on. There we go. Cool.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Man, I love that the guy like helped me out as a ghost. I'm just criticizing him every single move that he did. With the what? The patrol. With the what? Petrus to Laos. What the fuck is that?
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Oh.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio. Revelio.
Again, really criticizing everything that he did. Or he didn't do, I should say.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but Where could he be?
Oh, the fact that he was like, oh, we're getting close. I don't want to keep going in the cave. We're nowhere near where he died, I guess.
Accio.
Say something about him. Ooh.
An untouched
Yep,
chest.
there it is.
Jackdaw wasn't very
Same
thorough
sentence
in
though.
his search of his Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Such a Slytherin thing to say. Oh, that's the things.
Revelio.
Yeah. That's a cool mechanic. It is. It is a cool mechanic. It's a nice puzzle. Speaking of puzzles, where do I go?
Revelio. Lumos.
Alright.
Accio. Levioso. Reparo.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I guess this way.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete.
Oh,
more spiders. These can't be what the hell is distracting. Potato! Incendio!
Woo! Big spider? Yup. Oh, that's a big boy spider.
Potato! Expelliarmus! Leviosa!
Ow. I got this.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Accio! Expelliarmus! Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how the spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? I'll need to look around for the symbol.
Is it too far? There we go. That was too far. Alright. Let's get that missing pages. Damn, he really made it all the way out here, and you tell me he can remember?
Getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages.
Oh yeah, that's him. There's no way.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
Oh my god.
Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years.
He got destroyed.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
The music though. Here we go. Boss fight. I'm guessing.
Potato! Stupefy! Leviosa! Stupefy!
Who's next? Who's next?
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Oh, I also learned Expelliarmus, Brittany. Forgot to mention that earlier. Ooh, big boy. What a boss fight.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
That move is too powerful. Like, it's way too strong.
What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before.
Oh yeah.
Gringotts and the restricted section.
That's pretty cool.
Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood.
Uh-oh. Better run. Better run. Alright, don't let me run.
How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
Ooh. There's no way it's gonna be like underwater stuff. Ain't no way.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Oh my god, it's the doors from Kingdom Hearts. This is the 13 replicas. Huh. Oh, it's this guy's. Hey man, I seen you in my dreams, or in those memories, I should say.
Someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
Yes, sir.
To see traces of ancient magic. Yes, sir, I do.
I do that.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until we return with the book.
This guy. I'll bring the book.
I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Your connection to ancient magic has unlocked talents +1. Your talent, you receive 1 talent point each time you increase your wisdom level. Oh, there it is. There we go. I saw it coming, Brittany. I knew it had to be one of these. Because why there will be a leveling up system. Starting at level 5, you may spend these talent points as you wish. Okay. Ooh, achievement. The toast of the town. Oh, as a Slytherin. Interesting. Oh. Ain't no way. Okay, these are pretty cool. Bombarda. Oh, the dark arts. What do we got here? Disarming curse. Expelliarmus has the same effect as the curse on enemies. Okay. The stunning curse. Oh, Stopify has the same effect as a curse on enemies. Okay. Dealing damage to a curse target inflicts damage to... Oh my god. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, that is way too powerful. I know what we're going for. Basic cast with... Oh my god. I love this already. What? Oh, here it is. The extra spells. Brittany. Okay, I'm gonna probably go with that. Yeah, let me put one in there already. I don't care. Okay. Stealth. What do we got? Enemies ability to attack is reduced. Allow to sprint. I need that one already. Not even gonna think about it. Edros potion makes you invulnerable. Ooh, okay. For each Chinese jumping cabbage throw, a second jumping cabbage generated. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go with spells first of all. I need that Incendio spell because it explodes. And I think that Accio spell is good. Gonna go back to the dark arts. Stupefy. I'm gonna take this one and Stupefy. And then core this one so I get better attacks. I know we want to go full dark arts, but I have to be smart about it for now. I like this one though, the dodge, for no reason, but I like it. There's nothing that the rumor requirement really gives me. So dark arts, yeah. I'll put one more into dark arts, whatever. And then spells, because I don't have anything else. Actually I could just save this one. The pulso. You know, I want it. It looks cool. So where is that? Yeah! I have to dodge. Cool. So Bombardment now says Incendio, sorry, does that. That pulls everyone now. That curse you too. Oh my god. Okay, let's get out of here. I want to point out, I've been playing this for almost 6 hours, maybe 7, and now that's when I got that. See, this is why I wanted to get out the tutorial. I'm telling you, this is still the tutorial, I like to say.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
You can't imagine how...
Alright, start running. So I'm guessing I have to get to that point with every single house. Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff for that achievement. Because it was very specific about as Slytherin.
I'm back at Hogwarts.
Sure am. Give me that.
I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Oh, that's true, he's not here. So I need to like study. What quest do I have? Use the map with the floating candle. Okay. Alright, so there's nothing main quest runs. Let's get out of here then. I'm glad that you made it right on time to see all that, Brittany, because it was perfectly like, ooh, look what we were talking about yesterday.
You need to learn the Pulso, the banishing charm.
For
Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Oh, that's convenient. That's the one that I wanted, so.
Revelio.
Urn of Ashes. This particular urn is rumored to have once borne the inscription Pioneer in Dragon Taming. Should not have started with the Hungarian Horntail. That's funny. Oh. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so let's do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have one. And this one's gonna be the one for like fighting. So this is perfect. Then we're gonna have one that has all the other stuff. So invisibility. Sorry, that one, and then eventually this one, whatever this is. Oh, we got it, Leviosa. Okay. Did I unlock something? I unlocked something here. Magic throw. Okay.
Lumos.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Revelio.
Bye, dude. Sure, I'll wait.
The Daedalian keys are back.
Oh,
Aren't they brilliant?
hi. The what?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor is that a former
is it one of
headmistress,
those?
Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago.
Oh.
Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
I look so. I'm like.
Lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the
no.
castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
I'll look into it.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
It feels like that is not that close.
Revelio.
Is he in the air? Oh my god, he sure is. Look. The other guy's like, what the fuck? Impressive.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Let's go and catch that key. Since we're here. Oh, so it's a side quest right here. I need to check out what that professor wants.
Hello there. Perhaps you can
Hello? Were you calling me?
Were you calling me?
Yes. Thought you might be interested
Arthur
in joining me for a bit
Plumley.
of an adventure.
What
Following
name?
a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Sure.
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Wow.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
If I have
Fair
the
enough.
time, sir.
Meet me back here if you find anything.
What is this? What is this?
That Ray's girl thinks she can fly better than anyone.
Alright, let me. Yeah, nerd alert. The line keys, there we go. Oh, boop. Well, I think I guess that is 50 levels in this game.
Revelio.
That sounds like a good number for this. Tapestry of Barnabas the Barmy. This tapestry depicts the wizard Barnabas the Barmy's foolish attempt to train trolls for the ballet. One can only imagine the impact on the arts if he had succeeded. That's a thing like that in Diagon, isn't there? Oh! It's a dancing troll. What statues? What statues? Hold on, what? What statues? Oh, when I did the thing? Maybe. People forget about them. There's too many.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Accio. A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me. Revelio.
That's what long.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
Oh, slap it! What? It's such a vicious slap too. Just blah. Oh, I missed. It's fast.
Yes.
Aha! Slytherin, yeah!
Coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
You know, we're just gonna fast travel to her. She's too far. Where is she? Here. That's outside. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Just that. It was a brutal sound too. This way. Yep. I think I need to go back to my thing. Oh, thank you. The hat, it gives me that Mad Hatter, the Mad Hatter vibes.
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests.
Yeah, I remember this.
Chests. I've seen the one
Is it in the common room?
Keep an eye out.
Oh, I want to go to the common room.
Continue on.
Let's go. Slytherin common room.
So much effort.
I remember seeing one of this at the beginning that says you need a token or something, and I went, oh. Here it is.
This must be my house. Seems I'll need to find more. I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
1 of 16? Okay, dude. Well, that was worth the come here. Alright, oh, I need to find 16 or the other 15. Okay. What does the professor wants? Acquire and use the focus potion. Acquire Maxima and Endurance potion and use them simultaneously. Let's get them. Let's get those potions. Bam. Alright. Yeah, I just want to fly. That's what I want to do. I want to fly. I wonder if I need to continue the main story in order for me to get that. Oh
Who
wait!
do you think will fall from their broom first?
We're about to do it!
Grab a broom, and we shall get started.
Broom, 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 broom.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome
she's-
a new student to our flying class.
Hello.
The
It's
goal
me.
of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This I
Yeah, yeah.
Some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher,
Thank you, Brittany, for stopping by.
say up,
Catch you later.
and clearly.
Probably I'll be here. I'll let you know. I feel like we're gonna do a lot of progress in the next like 2 hours, so hopefully let's see where we go. Hopefully by the time you come back I'll have a broom. It looks like what will happen, but yeah. See you.
Now, your turn.
Up, you stupid ratty
Wait for it, wait for it. Up. Up. Up.
Up.
Of course. I'm like Harry Potter, but better.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
We like side saddle though. Oh my god, he's like straight up staring at me. That Griffin though, he's like,
If you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
alright. We're gonna fly!
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care.
Wish I
The
had my own
brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
This is brilliant.
The excitement that I'm having here is the same excitement that I had in the Chamber of Secrets on the PlayStation 2 when you could fly for the first time. Ugh. Look at
This
me.
next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a
Wee. This is actually pretty cool.
Nice day for a flight.
This is rather fun.
Then you can upgrade your broom too, which is pretty cool.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as the first year.
Aww.
Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make.
Whoa! That's terrifying. This was one of the things that we love about the Wizard World, the awe of it, like just like, whoa.
Made it. Oh, did anyone else see that?
And my character's so excited, like he's like, oh, I cannot believe it. Yeah, sure, Professor. What you got?
I say, I watched you fly
Oh, I
through
said the
those rings.
professor.
You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit
Ugh.
more challenging. But
Can I say no?
myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Hey, that is so typical, but yes.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak.
Hmm.
Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now.
I had to stop saying yes to his classmates.
Over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it?
Ooh.
Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
Oh yeah, look.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Oh.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
That is so cool.
There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it.
You mean with
And
the wood?
owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
How can we hear each other? Without the air, like the passing air.
That's Kagawa's
What was that?
This concludes our
Oh, okay.
tour. Best hurry back.
Aww.
Looks like we've already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
Oh, B. Gonna have my own
Where
professor.
have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions.
Fine.
Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day.
On the other hand, young sir.
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future.
Damn, I'm just getting in trouble every time.
Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
No professor can be mad at me every time they go like, how you dare to partner up with that guy? But you did a very good
Sorry
job.
about that business with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
No regrets.
It
Yeah.
was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could
Imelda
show her a
Reyes.
thing or two if I had my own
She was in
broom.
my potions class.
Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should.
Oh.
Wish I
that's me?
could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models.
Going
I'll keep
right
an eye out
now.
for you in the sky.
Going right now. I'm running there right now. No, I'll teleport. There's no way. I'm going right now. Who is it? Who is it? Spin witches. I want that broom. That's the only reason why I wanted this game at this point.
Does it get any more cool?
How did you fare? If you're keen.
Oh, it's right in front of me.
Illicit spell practice. Meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a
Spin
discreet
witches.
place near there.
Ah, Nygma.
Rebellion.
Wonderful.
Spitwishing Sporty's Knees, run by the admirable Albie Weeks. Weeks? This shop sells all manners of wizarding sports goods, including the latest broom models. Gossip around town is that Albie himself is working on a number of broom enchantments. So this is the
Good day to you.
what's the name of it?
Had assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie
Weeks,
Weeks
oh.
at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you
He
came
looks
by
very young
before
for
and
a
weren't able to
shopkeep.
come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my
Whoa,
supplier.
no way.
And I've only just returned. Thankfully, with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom?
Sure
Got
am.
a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows.
Nimbus
Wind
2000?
whistles too. No matter
Or
what
the Nimbus?
broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Ooh. I'll take a look.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What do you got?
Please meet me in the 7th floor.
How expensive are they?
I have an idea.
They're not expensive at all. Let's go.
That item is of the highest quality.
Oh, but okay. The perfect broom for those with a fiery temperament. A broom enchanted to celebrate your particular Hogwarts house pride. Woo!
That item is of the highest quality.
Finely crafted from ash, this broom built for stability. A stylish broom with a light touch, quite literally.
That
A
item is
comfortable
of the
and
highest
speedy broom with a unique woven design. Okay, I just want to know if this one like leaves a trail of green. If it does, I would love it. This one.
That item is of the highest quality.
But I think it just has like the thing. This one looks very cool, not gonna lie. This one's probably the coolest one. But this
that
one.
item is of the highest quality. You'll be thrilled with that broom.
Oh, I guess I can buy a few of them. Oh yeah, I'll buy 2 of them. Sure.
Nice doing business with you.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations.
Not this one,
you
huh?
seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements.
Go
on.
Go on.
I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades.
I will gladly do it, sir.
Another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed,
You got it, sir.
then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Sounds great.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price.
Yeah.
The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Alright, so let me... Where is that? In gear? Yup. I'll go with this one for now. Hogsmeade centers are prohibited for flying. Looking for to no flying. Okay.
I can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
I need to go to this guy. No, it's not this guy.
Hello there.
Nope.
Come on in. Plenty to look at.
It's... Oh.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Where is he? He's... There he is. Hey, sir. What do you need? You call me? You sent an owl?
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions.
Ooh.
I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
Sounds annoying.
To help with the delivery.
Such
You've
an
no
asshole.
idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Alright, with that said, What potion do I need it from the professor? Oh, the room requirement. I need to do this real soon. Conjure spell, Evanesco. Oh yeah. Okay, I need to do these 2 quests real quick. Soon. The focus potion, the Maxima, and Endurus. Okay, let's see.
What can I do for you today?
Maxima. Oh, this is all my money. Fine, give me this.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Do I have money to sell you? Do I have anything to sell you? Okay, I guess I'll take that. God damn it.
I hope to see you again.
Can I use this? No. Alright, how can I use potions? That's my question now.
Revelio.
Nope. Nope. Ah, here we go. Which is this one? Maxima. Focus. Invisibility. Okay, so I got one of the 2. I got the amount for that. Afflicts with steam. Okay, hold up.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
You don't have what I need? Cool. Thanks, sir.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Yeah, bye. Let me go to the other guy up here. This guy also sells stuff.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Oh, you sell seeds, that's true. Never mind. I don't need you.
I don't keep a stacked shelf.
But I cannot use you. Alright. Let's go and deliver these potions. Woo! Ah, this is great. It's super fun. I'm not gonna fly all the way there. I just wanted to do it for a second. Where is this? Where is this? Oh, at least it has to be up here. This is the furthest waypoint I have, so.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Oh, I ended up in my broom. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's get it.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial?
Let me do this because apparently if I do this, this gives me more inventory, and I need inventory.
Incendio. Leviosa.
Oh. Come on.
Revelio.
Nah, I figured that wasn't gonna work.
Incendio. Accio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Oh. God. All right. Julio. Let's see. Exploration. Yep. Increase your storage. How much do I have now? Oh, I have 24 now. 20. Good. Alright, back to this. Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, okay, sure. No, it's like Spider-Man 2. Oh, my balloon! Wow, this place is massive. Oh, there's my balloons over there.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
That Pippin should have been here by now.
Revelio.
Oh, there it is. The Tilted House. The locals call this the Tilted House due to the odd angle at which is trapped on the roots of the overhanging tree. Just straight up robbing these people. Let's deliver the potions to this girl. Hey, ma'am.
Madam Luang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Damn, this far.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he?
Oh my god.
Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Now I'm just gonna... Here you go.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Of course, whatever.
Simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Very well.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
Oh my god.
What do you have for sale?
Just so annoying already.
What are we looking for today?
Nothing. Nothing, ma'am.
Thank
You
you
have
for
nothing that I want.
stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio.
Ginger root. The barkeeper in Kinbridge keeps a stock of ginger root handy to fend off his customer nausea and keep the imbibing a bit longer. Imbibing? Ooh, can I drink? Sure can. Oh, another Merlin thing. Perfect.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Wee.
Revelio.
I have no idea what change.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I hate that I cannot jump anything in this game. There we go.
Revelio.
Oh, they give me upgrades. Quests. What do we got? I can go back to him. Oh my god, I have so many things now. Let's do this so I can get my first upgrade. Let me get the... There's some balloons over here, I think. Yeah, there they are. And then and I'll teleport to the thing. Alright. Quidditch. Wait. That's what I thought. Okay. Here. Sure. All right. Woo! We're here. It is so fun.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
You're a Slytherin too, girl.
Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt.
Sure is.
I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I'm gonna say it.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you. Everyone knows
I'm coming for that title, bitch. I'm coming for that title right now.
Baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You can't see what passes for Slytherin these days. Ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the best.
Wow, she is the mean Slytherin I wanna be, but I don't dare to be.
Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Let's go.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Is that a scripted loss? I'm gonna say it's a scripted loss. Okay, I don't know what to do.
Success.
I almost didn't got that. $220. It doesn't sound that bad.
This is rather fun.
Come on. Oh my god, I'm gonna crush that time.
Excellent.
Maybe. There we go. Oh my god, you're the best person in Slytherin? Look at me, I'm the captain now. Oh my god, almost for a minute.
Brilliant.
Look at me. I am the captain now of Slytherin. Get the fuck out of here, Imelda Regis. I'm the captain. Nygma, baby.
That's not. You must have cheated. Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't care about your respect. I don't want your respect. There you go.
Respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course.
She is
it's
that
near
bitch.
Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Anyway, it does look amazing. That is true, Shavera. Like you need to play this. You will love it. From someone that, you know, we both played the Harry Potter PlayStation 2 games. This is how we saw the game. This is how we think the game looked like when we were kids. To be honest, like, this is amazing.
Oh, you're back. With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon.
Oh, I thought you had it, dude. Fine.
How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
The other guy, potion guys. He's down here. I'm trying to learn this place without looking at my map. He's up here. Yep, there he is. Hey man, I delivered those things. She was really a bitch about it.
Any assistance at all?
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Oh, I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous.
I do truly appreciate your
Cantankerous.
help. And at least it's done with.
I'll like an additional fee,
Delivering
man.
those potions was a bit more work than I'd expected. I'd like an additional fee.
I suppose that's business for you.
Yep.
Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
Best of luck with your potions, Mr. Pippin.
Do take
Best of luck. How much did you pay me? Pioneer's cap? $500? Yes! Get that money! Oh. Oh, that's cool. Okay. One more requirement. I can unlock that right now. But every time. But oh. Oh, I got a new broom. Cool. Is that a better hat that I have right now? No. Okay. Gear. Nope, never mind. Sorry. I did it again. Quest. I really don't want to do this one. I don't care about her. Not yet. Alright, let's do this one. Meet Professor Weasley. So, rumor requirement, because that's gonna open a lot of things, I'm guessing, that I can do in the game. Is this on her? Yeah. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do actually. We're gonna take a little break, because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours non-stop, or 3 hours and 20 minutes. I need a quick break. Reset my eyes, water, bathroom, all that good stuff, and then we can come back to it. So, catch you guys in 1 second.